Hello, my name is Eduard Brenton. Today, I would like to show you my collection of video game consoles that I use for video game playing. Let's begin here with my miniature consoles. Here is the SNES Mini, Super Nintendo Entertainment System miniature version. I have two controllers for it, but only one is connected right now. And here is the PlayStation Mini, or PlayStation 1 Mini, if you will. I think that also has two controllers. It's plagued by dust. I'm forever dusting my video game consoles and other things that get dust on them. And here is the Sega Genesis miniature version. I wanted the Sega Mega Drive because that's what I had when I was a child, but they didn't have it, so I got the Sega Genesis instead. 16-bit. I'm not sure if this does anything or not, but I like to touch it either way. And those are the miniature consoles. Now let's take a step back in time to a forgotten time that was much simpler than the time that is now. The video game console I will show you next is the GameCube. It's hiding down here. It's not connected, but you can see the cables there, the old-fashioned cables that we used to use for video game playing. And it still functions very nicely, but I haven't played it in a long time. The gray on the front is changing color, just as the leaves change color in the autumn time. And there is the Nintendo Switch. Now we're coming forward in time. The Nintendo Switch, I don't think it's on at the moment, but it's the original Nintendo Switch. That's what it looks like. Next, let's look down here. Underneath this old towel that I think it's a Naruto towel. It's the black Nintendo Wii. That's right. I also haven't used this one for a long time. There's a sensor bar plagued by dust. I just throw that one back up there. You see it protects it from the dust, but it still gets dusty. And under here, under this Winnie the Pooh towel, you see Winnie the Pooh? An old lady gave these towels to me when I was at an outdoor foot bath. Here's the PS5. It's got hair and stuff on it. PlayStation 5. It's quite large. And I have one controller for that also. I put the towel on to protect it from dust and hair, but dust and hair still gets on it. What's under door number 7, or whatever number we're on? Oh, it's the PS3. Look at the grime in the letters and the number 3. I also haven't played this for a long time. I think it's the slim version, it's not the fat version. The fat version is much fatter. And there's a controller for it down there with the sticky analog sticks. And there you see the PS4, the PS2, I mean. That's the PS2 hiding in there. So the PS2 and the PS3 are next to each other. That's very nice. I can cover them with the pillowcase there. And then last but not least, we have the PS4. I play my PS4 a lot. It's probably the most played video games console in my possession. Because PS5 doesn't have many games that I'm interested in, actually. and it's on a basket that's full of dust to help with the airflow of the PS4 video game console because it gets very hot. And it's also very noisy. It sounds like a plane taking off to go to some Spanish island or something. So those are my consoles that I enjoy playing on. I hope you have enjoyed this trip down video game lane. I like to play video games in my spare time. What do you like to do in your spare time? Go now. I'm slightly out of breath. Goodbye.
Subscribe, 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 subscribe.